Hi friends, this tutorial will help you to learn how to create a database in PHP MyAdmin and then the database connectivity in PHP. So, we are already learned how to create an HTML form of the student registrations. So, in this session, continuation of our HTML designing. Okay, here we create a database and table for our previous section's HTML form, that is for course registration. In this database, creation first we create a database naming db_college and create a table tbl_course. To create a new table inside a database, first open the PHP MyAdmin tool. Click on the databases. Here enter the database name DB College in this text box and click on the button. Now our database is created and click on the database in the left side of our window. Here there are no tables right now. For that, creating new table, click on the create TBL and a new window will appear. Then our table name is TBL course and our table contains 3 fields, but here we can see 2 columns for entering the table field. So there are options in the bottom of our screen, add columns. Here we can enter the how field for table, that is there is a column for entering 2 field and I enter 1 in this text box and click on go. Now we can see 3 rows for enter table field. Then enter the first field of our table, that is course ID. We all know that a table contains only one primary key or a unique value. Commonly we give database name as using db_ at the starting, such as db_college, db_student, db_blood donation, etc. Then the second thing is we also using tbl_ for the table name, such as tbl_student, tbl_course, tbl_batch, etc. Then we do not give the space for the database name, table name and table field. For example, do not write tbl space student or do not write student_id like that. If you want to give the space between the 2 words, you have to use only the underscore. For varchar type must specify its size or length. Don't forget these things. So this is our table TBL course. In this there are many options. In this, first is structure. Here we can see the structure of our table. By clicking the structure button, a new page will open that shows the table structure. You will see the fields names, their types and additional extra information, etc. You can browse for distinct values by clicking on the corresponding action icon. Also, you can edit the field structure or delete the field, or you can define different indexes like a primary key, unique, etc. That is, if you can change any field name or its data type, click on the change option and correct it. Then the SQL option is for writing queries. Then the next is insert. Using the insert button, you can insert record in your database table. Once you fill in the corresponding values, click on the go button and new record will be inserted. Here I insert some values and save this. In this there are many options. First is structure. Here we can see the structure of our table. By clicking the structure button, a new page will open that shows the table structure. You will see the fields names, their types and additional extra information, etc. You can browse for distinct values by clicking on the corresponding action icon. Also, you can edit the field structure or delete the field, or you can define different indexes like primary key, unique, etc. That is, if you can change any field name or its data type, click on the change option and correct it. Then the SQL option is for writing queries. Then the next is insert. Using the insert button, you can insert record in your database table. Once you fill in the corresponding values, click on the go button and new record will be inserted. Here I insert some values and save this. Then click on browse. In the browse, we can see the values in the table and edit the new input by clicking edit inline edit option. So now we create new database and its tables. Okay. Then moving on the next session, database connectivity. Before we can access data in the MySQL database, we need to be able to connect to the server. For that, we create the new PHP page for DB connection. For this, the first thing we have to do is create a PHP page or file for database connectivity. So, open the Dreamweaver, create a new PHP page and save it in the same folder inside www directory with the file name config.php. Must contain the extension .php. Why I am creating a separate database connection file? Because if you have created multiple files in which you want to insert data or select data from the databases, you do not need to write the code for database connection every time. You must have to include it by using PHP custom functions include connection.php on the top of your code and call its function and use it. It also helps when you are moving your project location from one PC to another and you have to change the value on the single file and all changes will be applied to all the other file automatically. Okay. Then the DB connection code is following. Open the PHP tag and write the following code in the DB connection file. Here MySQL iConnect is a function that open the new connection to the MySQL server and its the parameters and localhost, root and DB sample. In this index, MySQL iConnect, hostname, DB username, DB password and DB name. That is, localhost specify the host name or IP address. Root specify MySQL username. Null value is a password of the MySQL. Commonly, root or null is a password and then finally specify the database name. This is our DB connection code in PHP. Save this file by clicking the File Save option. So